Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Cam Neely Arena for game number 6 between the Maple Ridge Burrards and the visiting Victoria Shamrocks. This series has proven clearly to be an away team series. The away team has won the games in the other building each and every game we've played, all 5 games to date. Our pleasure to bring you the call for tonight's game. Teams are pumped, they are motivated. Victoria Shamrocks are over here today. Warm-up stretching in the lobby just about 4 p.m. today, and this is going to be entertaining. The lineup to get in the front of the building is still packed, probably about 60 to 70 people deep, waiting to pay their way into the confines of the building. And we talked about an exciting series. That's what it is indeed is going to be. We looked at the game the other evening in Victoria. Maple Ridge Burrards pulled off a 12-8 victory, and the scoring summary saw Maple Ridge score 2 in the first, 6 in the second, 4 in the third for a total of 12. The Shamrocks 2 in the first, 3 in the second, 3 in the third for 8. Shots on goal were the impressive part. Maple Ridge Burrards were outshot in the first by the Shamrocks 19 to 15. The second period it was a reversal role. Burrards outshot the Victoria Shamrocks 18 to 13, and the third, the tables were turned again, where the Victoria Shamrocks outshot the Burrards by a margin of 19 to 11. Final shots in the game, 51 to 44 in favor of the Victoria Shamrocks. 3 stars in that game. Frankie Sigliano was the game's first star. Corey Small, the captain for the Victoria Shamrocks, the second star. He had 3 goals, no assists for 3 points. And the third star for the Maple Ridge Burrards was Matt McLeod. 1 goal, 3 assists for 4 points. When you talk about goaltending, Frankie Sigliano, his record in that game, he had made 43 saves, a save percentage of 0.843. You look at goaltenders for the Victoria Shamrocks, they were split. Adam Shute played most of the game, 53 minutes, 45 seconds, 9 goals against, 40 shots against, saves 31, a save percentage of 0.775. Cody Hagendorn played 3 minutes and 3 seconds, 2 goals against, shots against were 3, and 1 save of 1, which a save percentage of 0.333. Tonight's game proves to be, as we mentioned earlier on, exceptional. The Maple Ridge Burrards are making their way to the floor right now, to the electric crowd as they come onto the floor. Starting goaltenders tonight, as we watch them get set, we will watch them take place between the pipes. Adam Shute will be playing goal for the Victoria Shamrocks, and Frankie Sigliano will be playing goal for the Maple Ridge Burrards. Very pleased to make mention that we'll be having an interview after the first period of play to Mr. Doug Scott. He's the vice president for the BC LA. Talk about lacrosse in the province this season, this game, any other game that might take place. And we are looking forward to a very, very exceptional game. Scratches for the Victoria Shamrocks. Matt Cullen is scratched. Tom Arsenault is out of the lineup. Thomas Moffat, George Westwood, Jeff Shatler, and Cody Cook is also out of the lineup. Out of the roster for the Burrards, Luke Gillespie is out of the roster. Gordy Phillips will be out of the roster. Sam Cook, Spencer Evans, Chase Porter, Steve Irving are not in the lineup. Both the head coaches, Bob Hayes for the Victoria Shamrocks and Rob Williams for the Maple Ridge Burrards, have the teams playing, and no need for the coaching staff right now, no special instructions, basically just saying play your game, and that's what it's all about. We will listen in for our national anthem before the opening faceoff. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Planet Ice in Cam Neely Arena in Maple Ridge, British Columbia. Our pleasure to bring you the call for tonight's game. Steve Erickson with you. Enjoy the start of the long weekend out and around the area, wherever your travels take you. Please remember, slow down, drive with extreme care and caution. We want you to be a good sport, not a sporting statistic, come the course of next week. Also, just a friendly reminder, if you're in the British Columbia province, not so much south of the 49th in Washington State or Oregon, but the schools actually go back in next Tuesday. So again, a friendly little reminder from the Maple Ridge Burrards. Please remember the school zones will be back in effect by your local police departments. All the boys and girls in blue will be out having their work cut out for them. So remember, slow down and be very, very cautious. The youngsters when school, if you're a parent, you know what I'm talking about. The youngsters seem to dart out across the road whenever you least expect it. Going down, having a discussion with the goaltenders right now. The team surrounding the goaltenders. Adam Shute, as we mentioned, the starting goaltender for the Victoria Shamrocks. And Frankie Sigliano, the starting goaltender between the pipe for the Maple Ridge Burrards. Special shout out right now in Victoria to good buddy Andy Watson listening into the game tonight. Hope he enjoys the broadcast. Had his hands full, chatted up with Andy when he was over here at the U19 Field Lacrosse Championships over in Coquitlam earlier on in July. Nice to welcome Andy to our broadcast, as well as all the resters listening around the area, wherever your travels might take you. So Porter will go out to center floor for the Burrards, placing his stick down for the draw. It looks like his counterpart is going to be Tyler Burton, and that's indeed who it's going to be. Burton will place his stick down with Porter. The two of them looking right now. We get Game 6 underway from Cam Neely Arena in Maple Ridge, British Columbia. Porter goes after it, couldn't get it. Harnett throws it straight forward. Knock goes back down in front of the penalty box area. They pick this one all the way back up, and that was Barker that had it. Barker throws it straight down. Taking his time, no urgency in his play. Barker flips it all the way back, straight over in front of the penalty box area. Taylor has it, and Taylor goes straight down the floor. Mallory is on the left side of the floor. McIntosh is out in the center. What's he going to do with it? David had it, didn't give it back to Mallory, takes the shot. McIntosh got the shot, correction on that play. Now they pick it back up the center floor, and Davis intercepts this one. Looking at the shot clock, 3 seconds left. McIntosh got the shot away. That was blocked in front by Burton. Felt that, took it off the lower part of his leg. Goes off, shaking the right leg a little bit, but he'll be back on the floor. Conway is down over left side. Small's on the right side. Small throws it over to Conway. He couldn't pick this one back up. Inside the corner, Lowen goes after it and picks the ball up. Straight up to the mid part of the floor. Straight over to McLeod. McLeod goes down the left side all the way in, cutting back in. Waits, goes in. Back pass all the way out to the center part of the floor to Symes. Symes had control of the ball. He goes inside, trying to figure out what he's going to do. Gets around from Hartnett. Good play to go inside. McLeod's waiting for it. Gets the shot clock. They reset it. And Shute throws it straight all the way up the floor. Good play. That was easily intercepted by Dutch, and Dutch holds onto it. Flips it, changed his mind, didn't give it off to nobody. Dutch still has possession of it. Dutch is on the left side. Small is on the right side. No different. Wardle goes inside. He couldn't get it. Back to Small. Small throws it back over in the right side corner. Coming off of the wall, holding on to this one, waiting for the ball to pass it back. Higgs is the one that throws it back in. Shot taken by Dutch. Big stop by Sigliano. And he goes down and puts the stick in front of it to stop it. The referee whistles the play in. Sigliano comes out, flips it straight forward. Porter was calling for it, never got it. Back up the center part of the floor. Barker has control. Barker takes his time. Wardle stays with him. Barker goes around the outside right. Finally gives it back over to McIntosh on the left. McIntosh dishes it back in. He gets away from Harnett. Amesbury is waiting for it. He's on the left of the post. Challenge to the rebound. Not going to pick this one back up, and Shute has control of it. He just gives it back over to McCullough on the far right side of the floor this time. Lobs it up to Captain Small, and Small comes down. Played just over 2 minutes and 30 seconds in the opening period here from the Cam Neely Arena. Small has control of the ball. Takes his time, walks in, takes a howitzer of a shot, but it's off the back wall, and Reed intercepts this one for the Burrards. A long pass to Porter. He reaches and grabs it. Porter, 1-on-1, going inside. Taking a shot. Oh, narrowly missing the net right there. And that was an exceptional long pass all the way up the floor. And Porter was wide open. He could see that in his sights. Wanted to place it, but his idea of where the ball was going to go was completely different from where the ball had mind of its own. Higgs down the right side. Higgs comes inside, stops, goes to the right side. Wardle is in there. Porter stays with him. Interference in the corner, change of possession. They're going to whistle the play in. Higgs stays with his man. Now they lob it all the way over. Looks, Davis has control. Porter and Davis both deciding to go off on a change this time. A quick change. Mallory is on the left side. He comes inside. Mallory gets inside around from Garland. Takes it behind the net. Symes is calling for it. Mallory comes out from behind the net. Takes a sub shot. Gets it. They try and pick this one back up. A one-hopper off of the wall, and Symes intercepts this one. Natilla is calling for it. He couldn't get it. Garland stays with him. Far side. Nice play to get back inside. Going in, trying to take the shot right on goal. Goodwin was the one that had it. Going after this one, Adam Shute reaches out of the crease and picks this one back up. Now throws it all the way over on the right side. Nice play to get it up the floor over to Harnett, and Harnett comes straight down. He's one of the alternate captains on the team for the Victoria Shamrocks. He give it back out the middle to Wardle. Small, far side, over to Lum. Lum has control. We talked about him last game in one of the call-ups from the Junior A team. Nice play as Small has the ball. Small dishes it all the way back over on the far side. Conway throws it back in. Played, intercepted. Now it's picked back up by the Berards. They get all the way up the center floor. Michaud flips that one off. Nice little bit of a flip to McIntosh, and McIntosh has it against the wall over on the left side. He comes inside. Davis is going on the forward front part of the net. McIntosh over on the right side. Good play. North, he stays with him. Not going to get control of it. Stopping for it, waiting for it. Nice play. They finally picked it back up. Taylor goes in, gets the shot, bounces inside the corner. Davis comes inside the corner. He is pushed off of the ball. They'll give a change of possession. And we have an injured player down on the floor. Training staff are looking, I think the training staff coming out on the floor to take care of the injured player, so we will see what that's going to affect. The only thing that happened on that play, the referee called a change of possession. We'd mentioned earlier on, I do believe we did. Anyway, Craig Baldridge, Nick Thomas, the two referees for tonight's game. They're the ones that get called for game number 6. Mentioned earlier on about the fact that it's been a series of trading games. Victoria has won the games played here, the 2 previous games. Maple Ridge Berards have won game 1, 3, and 5 in Victoria at the Q Center. Should this go an additional game, it will be played Sunday evening at the Q Center in Victoria at 6 p.m. McIntosh is back behind the play, talking to the referee. Him and Craig Baldridge had a bit of a discussion. Mallory comes inside, wants to make sure everything is okay. Slow to get up, no urgency to take his time off of the floor. Aaron Davis. Correction, that's 42, Jarrett Davis. Going off of the floor. Taking his time, no urgency in his stride. McCulloch is over on the far side. McIntosh has the ball. He finally gives this one back over on the right side this time. Northway goes after his man. Huge shot taken by Mallory. Stopped by Shute, and he just throws a long pass straight down the floor. A wide open home run pass to Harnett. Harnett far side trying to get it to Dutch. It was out of his reach. He couldn't get it. Nice play, nice pickup. Inside the corner. It looked like we had one injured player, but he was slow to get up, but he got up nonetheless. That was John Harnett. Get up in the corner. He's going to go off on a quick change. Reed has it. Reed throws it all the way back out the center floor to Symes. Symes on the left side. He comes in, gets around Burton, gives it to Mallory. Mallory all the way back to McIntosh. Takes a sub shot going in. Huge stop. Nice play by Shute. Does it go in? No. They're all scrambling and chasing this one. It was like playing Monopoly with your mother. Nobody knew who was going to win that play at all. Now we get back the other way up to Captain Small. Small comes down, holding on to it. He's over on the wall on the right side. Back out to the center part of the floor to Wardle. Wardle had it. He give it back to Conway. Conway goes in. He's on the left side. Back over to Wardle. Wardle comes in the right side, going inside. Back to Conway behind the net. He's going to chase this one back down, trying to get it out front. Nice play. He did. Got the shot right on goal that time, and that was King that got the shot away. Chasing it back down. Now we go back up the floor the other way. Stopping and picking this one up on a U-turn right there. Easily played was McLeod. McLeod held on to it. Lobs it all the way back over. Kenny stays with him. Far side. Goodwin had it. He dumped it back out to the center part of the floor. Easily passed over to Mallory, and Mallory goes inside. McIntosh takes his man off of the ball. Mallory goes inside. McIntosh challenging for the rebound. Couldn't pick it up. Shute holds onto it. A long pass up the center floor on the right side. This time again to Garland. Garland comes all the way back down. Looks waiting, and wide open on the far side of the floor was Braden Lum. He wanted that one, but they didn't see him to give it to him. Small is out there. Higgs is out there on the right side. Dutch hammers it. It bounced off the post. Oh, you could hear that one. If you were sleeping, you could have heard that one. That was setting an alarm clock and taking it all the way to the next level. Nice play. King goes after it. Not going to pick it back up. Higgs chases his man down in the corner. McLeod holds on to this one. Michaud takes his time. He gets up the center floor. He showed no urgency in that play right there. Symes is way down the left side, all the way down the floor. Davis goes straight down. Passed it against the wall. Natilla is out there. He wants the ball back. Symes have it. Symes takes a howitzer right on goal. Big stop by Shoot. Pushed inside the corner. Players and the fans want a penalty more than anything else. Not going to happen. Two referees said, nope, we're going to let you boys play. Northway picks the puck up. And he gets all the way up the center floor. Alberto Langlois. Langlois goes straight down. Holding on to it. He twists and turns like a pretzel at center floor. Waiting for it. Not going to get it. Turning, going back the other way. Miller is out there. He takes his man off of the ball. Coming back inside. Small is out there. Dutch is out there. Wardle goes in. Stopped by Sigliano. He robbed them like at a bank. Back down. Small. Far side. They're trying to get it back out in front. Lama is out there. Didn't have it. Dutch goes inside. They give it to him. Looks, takes the one hopper, and it was out of his reach. Couldn't pick it back up. Sigliano, a long pass to Porter, up the floor. Porter goes down. Lost his footing. Conway goes down. Takes a shot. Conway lost his footing and blew a tire. And they give it back. This time they're going to give the ball back on this play. They're questioning that call. Goodwin's asking the referee what happened. And the referee showed him, said he threw a bit of an elbow at him. So we're just giving a change of possession. Ball will go back the other way. Referee's not going to change his mind on that play at all. The referee was right beside him. Wardle had it. Wardle give it over on the far side this time. Nice play to get it back around. Lum had it. Small comes in the right side. Wardle is wanting it. They give it back to him instead. Wardle takes a shot. Stopped by Sigliano. The rebound. Michaud goes after his man. Higgs is wide open. They saw him. They're trying to get it to him, but that's not going to happen that time. King threw it all the way back over to Small. Small comes down on the right side. Good play. DJ Sari stays with him. Wardle takes a shot. Deflected wide. Did it go up off of the roof? The referee said, no, sir, it did not. Davis chases it back down. They're going to the ball back this time for the Berards, and they'll pick it back up at center floor. They lob it all the way back. Yeager stays with his man. Taylor has the ball. Taylor over to Mallory. Mallory comes down the left side. Now gives it back over to McIntosh. McIntosh comes off the wall by 20 feet. Far side. Nice passing play to work it around. Going inside. Takes a shot. Mallory scores! And Mallory, after a one-timer from Taylor and McIntosh, just wires one right past Adam Shute. Taking 1-0 lead early in the game with 11:38 left in this first period of play. The Berards get the first one on the board, and they are out shooting Victoria by a 10-6 margin so far. Not quite played the halfway point in the game. Referee will go back out to center floor. Burton will place his stick down with Porter. Referee's waiting, putting his stick back down, holding on to this one. Waits, they get it back down, holding on to it against the wall. McIntosh comes inside, he tries to get it. They're fighting for it. Also coming in to help out is Yeager, the other alternate captain. Yeager fights for it, he goes after it. Not going to pick it back up, bumped. Easily intercepted all the way up the center floor is Steve Higgs, and Higgs just throws it out straight across the middle to Conway. Conway to Dutch. Dutch goes in, back to Higgs. Higgs over the shoulder inside. And the Shamrocks even the game. That was a real quick one-timer. And you're watching Captain Small come out having a discussion with the referee. Small is out there. Porter's out there as well. They're questioning the paw, something that transpired back behind the play inside the corner. So on the 7th shot of the game, we have a tie game. Victoria coming back. They said they weren't going to roll over, and they did not do that exactly. Harnett goes after that one. Michaud picks the ball up, fights for it, giving it back to Porter. He steals this one. Porter looks, waits. Nice little bit of a lob pass all the way out. Goodwin picks the ball up at center. He takes his time, lobs it back out the center floor. Good play by Symes to come down. Left side, Symes comes in, over top. Huge shot right on the net. Deflects up and out of play. And they'll give the ball back to Mallory. Mallory will have the ball back to Davis. Davis comes off of the wall on the left side, going inside. Garland stays with him. Symes reaches for it, gets it, goes upstairs, scores! Symes gets one over the shoulder, the left shoulder of Shute, to put them up by 2. That was less than a minute than the previous goal, and they put themselves up one more. This, the way it's turning out right now, could be an electric game. And it could be a one-goal contest to see how it plays out. The 12th shot in the game for the Maple Ridge Berards sees them go up by a 2-1 score. Michaud in a draw this time, taking the draw at center. Looks now, Michaud's going to go after it, picks it back up, pushed off of the ball by Breber at the ball. They give it back down. They're going to indicate that the Berards will get the ball right in front of the penalty box area. Porter has it. Porter lobs it out to the center part of the floor. Nice little bit of a dish-off pass right there to McIntosh. And McIntosh comes down. He gives it back over to Mallory in the corner. Mallory comes inside. McIntosh takes his man off. Mallory comes inside, goes high, goes backhand shot over the shoulder. Nice play to get that shot on goal. Taylor takes his man off of the ball, and now they come back the other way. Harnett throws it on a one-hopper up the floor. Small couldn't put a stick on it. Was out of his reach, and they go back the other way. This crowd is electric, and this place is packed and rocking, just like going to an old Beatles concert. Back down the far side. The younger crowd won't understand what I'm talking about. McIntosh comes inside. Symes scores! Symes is second of the game. Puts the Berards up. Another one on the board. And the teams are going to their bench. Fresh legs coming out on the floor right now. 3-1 the Berards lead, and they've doubled up on the shots, 14-7. We're looking the goaltenders, both goaltenders, Adam Shute, Frankie Sigliano, both going over to their benches, getting a drink. A little bit of equipment adjusted on the far side. Sigliano's getting his shoulder pad adjusted on the far side. Adam Shute getting a well-deserved drink of water. Both goaltenders so far have been tested with some close-in shots, and they are up to the task. Both play exceptional lacrosse. That's why they're the goaltenders and not me. I couldn't stop a beach ball if you put it in the middle of a soccer net. Now we're going all the way back over. Adam Shute having a discussion with the referee. Craig Baldridge goes over. He says, thank you very much, as Baldridge gets over. It's like a coach going out to the mound on a baseball diamond. Every time the umpire comes out, the players leave. So we go back out. The goaltenders are ready. They put the ball in play right there. Porter goes after it. Porter gets it, steals it away from Burton. Porter goes after this one. Brebner comes inside, taking a shot. Stopped by Sigliano, holds on to it. That was a dangerous play. He looked at it, took a secondary look at it. Wasn't sure whether it had bounced between his legs, but he made a quick stop to prevent that one from going back inside. Back up the center floor, holding on to it. Jarrett Davis goes all the way straight down, left side. Cuts back to the middle. Harnett stays with him. Mallory said, no, don't give it to me. Instead of that, Goodwin's going to go after it. Goodwin takes booking off. He's off of the ball. McCulloch stays with him. Looks to fight for it. Coming inside, Goodwin holds onto it. Taylor's trying to get it. Garland forced him wide. Garland couldn't get it. McCulloch goes after staying with him. Not going to let him get control of the ball. Now we have a pushing match ensue in the corner, and the referee's quick to move in and separate both players. Worried about a third one coming in. That's their biggest concern right there. Davis gives it all the way back over on the far side to Mallory. A delayed penalty coming up, going against Victoria. And this penalty will be assessed to Ethan Garland. Delayed penalty. Both referees had their arm up immediately on that play right there. Both put it up. Sigliano is off the floor for the extra attacker. Waits. McIntosh looks, lobs it all the way over on the right side to Taylor. Taylor goes in, taking a shot. Big stop. One-timer right there. We have a high sticking penalty assessed. And this goes to Victoria Shamrocks. First power play of the game for the Maple Ridge Berards right now. So we will see how this ensues. As we go out, 8:50 remaining. First period of play. Mallory has the ball. Mallory, nice pass to get to McIntosh. Back to Mallory. Mallory throws it over on the far side. Good little bit of a give and go over there. Coming inside, McIntosh takes a shot off of the back wall, not going to pick it up. Natilla gives it back to Taylor. Taylor back to Davis. Davis holds on to this one, hammers a shot right on goal. Mallory the rebound, stopped by Shute. Got it off his right shoulder, goes in the corner. Solid stop right there. Adam Shute just made an exceptional save to prevent that one from going in. Mallory goes in, takes a sideways shot right there, a little bit of a sub shot, partially right there. Now they go back the other way. There's a turn off over on the far left side. We got a couple players fall down. Now we had Harnett rip the mask off over on the far side. Now the referee has taken him in the penalty box. I think Harnett's going to go in the penalty box. Called by the referee, as Mallory was one that had his mask ripped right off. The referee's having a discussion with him right below our broadcast location. So I'm not sure whether we have a pair of penalties. So we'll see. Nick Thomas had the initial call on Harnett. And from the looks of it, Mallory is in the penalty box as well. I'm not sure whether they got him for tripping or interference. And Harnit's in the box. He grabbed his mask and ripped it right off. So we'll see what the referees call. Burrards are still on a power play for 119. We're going to wait and see who they give possession of the ball to. Mallory is going to be assessed a major penalty. There's 5 minutes on the clock. I'm not sure what they called that for, but in this case, Victoria, they've got number 8 listed on the clock. Now they changed to 33, so the player that's sitting in the penalty box, John Harnett, has got a minor penalty. So we're waiting for the calls, see what they will play out right now. So we have a 4-on-3 situation. Davis has the ball. Davis gets it back. Davis throws it all the way over on the far side to Taylor. Taylor calls for it back. Davis gets it instead, takes a shot that rolled off of the stick of Harnett and bounces all the way back out the center floor. And that'll be picked up by Frankie Sigliano. He holds on this one back up to Taylor. Taylor goes straight down over on the right side. Taylor comes inside, dumps it over on the right side corner, taking a shot. Nice shot taken right there. Goodwin got the shot away. Back to Goodwin, back to Taylor. Back over to Davis, back to Taylor. Looks taking a shot off of the back wall. Davis is going to pick this one back up, and he did that. Back over on the far side to Taylor. Taylor inside to Goodwin, back to Taylor, back to Goodwin. Tic-tac-toe, taking the shot off the outside of the net. Taylor intercepts this one again, back to Davis. Back to Taylor, far side. Every time they take the shot, they move their way in. McIntosh is out there. It was out of his reach. He couldn't pick it up. They're going after it, easily played. Davis comes inside. Who's going to get it? Undecided right now, and McIntosh holds on this one. He gets worked off of the ball by Burton. Burton stays with him. McIntosh gets loose, shakes his right hand, questioning the referee about something. 10 seconds left in the minor penalty for Garland to come back on the floor, and that's ticking down to have a 4-on-4. Stopped again by Shute. He holds on this one. A long pass up the center floor to reach Dutch. Dutch comes down. Garland's back on the floor. Garland inside, going in, taking a shot. Stopped by Sigliano. Dutch goes in. Dutch bumps with Porter, and Porter couldn't pick this one back up. It'll go back out to center floor. And Small will intercept the ball for the Shamrocks. Small over on the right side, comes off of the wall, runs his way all the way out to the center, back over to Dutch, back to Small. Small comes in, takes a shot, stopped by Sigliano. Wardle is in there, Porter is there as well. Reed goes on the right side, he's calling for it. Not sure who Sigliano is going to give it to, but they give it to Davis instead. So we're looking back over. Porter takes his time. Harnett is out of the penalty box. They have a 5-on-4 situation right now. So Porter will go straight down the left side. Porter dumps it out to the middle. That was blocked, intercepted, knocked off of the ball. They were questioning a possible interference, change of possession right there, but they didn't give it to him. Now they're calling him for the back over, so they give the ball back for the Shamrocks right in front of the bench for the Maple Ridge Burrards. And the Burrards will pick this one up. Not sure who. Conway's going to go after the ball. He managed to get this one up. Small is on the right side. Wardle's on the outside right of the net. Dutch gets it from Conway. Conway wasn't going to get that one. Gives it back to Small. Back to Conway. Back to Small. Small walks in. Takes a couple of steps. Back over to Dutch. Dutch comes inside. Going in. Goes upstairs. Downstairs. Now gets the shot away. That bounces up off the roof and up and out of play. It almost goes in the 50-50 jackpot box. So not only would you win 50-50, you'd get a free lacrosse ball. That's a fair deal. Saves you going to your local sports store. What do you think, Patrick? Good deal? Patrick's agreeing with that one. Patrick's doing all the magic work on camera tonight. Our pleasure to welcome everyone to the game coming to you. Game number 6. Another one bounces up and out of play. The fans have to be alert on that one. They give the ball back over to Shute. Adam Shute takes his time. They dump it all the way up to Small at center floor. After Small got it from Fagan. 5-on-4. Still 2 minutes left in the minor penalty to Mallory. The major penalty to Mallory, correction. Small gets it back from Dutch. Back out. Conway takes a shot. That was blocked and stopped and thrown in the corner by Sigliano. They said it was deflected off a Burrards player, so they give the ball back over to Small. Captain Small will hold on the ball. He just throws it inside the corner to Wardle. Back to Small. Back out to the middle to Conway. Conway goes left, takes a couple of steps. Back inside. Nice shot taken by Small. Conway intercepts this one once again. Dutch is wide open. He backs up towards the middle part of the floor. They finally saw him and gave it to him. Dutch takes a shot after he got it to Wardle. Back out in the middle of Dutch. Dutch far side. Nice play by Conway to get the shot on goal. Deflects up and out of play. And they will go back and give the ball back inside the corner to Small. Small will pick it back up. Over to Dutch. Back in the corner to Wardle. Back out to Dutch. Back on the far side. Looks nice shot taken. They score and they get one more on the board. And that was Conway's shot that ripped that right on goal. And they're still having a man advantage right now. Goal number 2 comes on their 12th shot of the game right now. Still 1:25 left in the major penalty to Mallory. .434 remaining, first period of play. Ball go back. Burton, Porter, the two at center, taking the draw. Porter tries to steal it from Burton, but Burton was the one that won that one and got it away from him fairly easily right there. Harnett and Porter were tangled up at center floor. Instead of that, they give it straight up to Conway. Conway over at center floor, straight down. Nice play to Dutch. Give it back over to Small. Small on the right side, over to Wardle. Wardle back to Small, back to Conway. Looks, goes inside, changes his mind. Back pass over to Dutch. Dutch takes a shot, back to Small. Picking it back up, a funny little bounce right there. And the Berards pick it up on a steal, 1-on-1, straight down the floor, holding inside. Michaud shot, does it go in? No, huge save right there by Schutt. He actually looked behind him over his right shoulder. He was undecided on that play. Small comes down, looks, Porter stays with him, chased him down on the race right there. 35 seconds left in the major penalty for Mallory to come back on the floor. Reed has the ball. Reed takes his time, lobs it back. Looks back to Davis. Davis holds on the ball. He's directing traffic from the back end. Looking, questioning something with the referee. The referee is just shaking his head right there. Nate Thomas, Greg Baldridge, the two game officials tonight doing the game. Looks, walks his way down. They're trying to kill off the rest of this penalty. 15 seconds left in the major for Mallory. Then Mallory will come back on. The teams will play 5 aside. McIntosh back inside the corner to Davis. Davis holds onto it. Does he get it back? Nope. Throws it back over to Taylor on the far side of the floor this time. Good play, a little bit of a game of keep away right now, and they get the ball. The 30-second shot clock starts. Mallory's major penalty has expired. Mallory is back out there. Taylor is out there. Lowen goes inside. Lowen comes in, takes his man off of the ball, throwing it in front to Lowen. Couldn't get the ball, and that was stopped by Schutt. We have another penalty coming up, this time going against the Shamrocks. Both officials again had that call. Their arms went up simultaneous. Back in the penalty box, sitting down, will be John Harnett. He's going to go in the box. A high sticking penalty, assuming it's a 2-minute penalty. The referee will talk to him. Harnett's questioning the referee, as is Small. They're going over and they're saying that he moved his head towards the stick. That's why the penalty took place. Referees agree to disagree once again with the players. Dutch was questioning the referee as well, to no avail. That's like a marriage gone wrong. They both agree to disagree. They take their time. They place the ball back in the stick for Mallory. Mallory in control. They're on a power play right now. Looks far side. McIntosh shot stopped by Schutt. Picking this one back up. Burton on the far side. Solid check throw, and they give the ball back, and this time Mallory picks the ball up. Burton couldn't get it. Mallory throws it all the way over on the far side to Taylor. Taylor is calling for it back. Does he get it? No. Shot stopped by Schutt. Holding on to this one. Davis is out front of his crease. Davis just trying to kill seconds off. The referee is counting the time. And we have a roughing penalty called this time, going against Victoria once again. And this penalty will be going against number 16, Garland. He was right beside the referee, and Mr. Garland gave Mallory a rabbit punch right to the side of the noggin, or as my mother would say, right to the side of the noodle. And when the referee is standing not 5 feet away, that makes an easy call. And there's no truth to the rumor that the more the referees call, the more they get paid. That's a false impression right there, so that doesn't happen. Regardless of the sport, that doesn't happen. Waiting for it. They've got they don't have the minor penalty up yet. We've got 2 seconds. We're working at it. We'll get the 2 minutes placed on the clock right there. There's 2:28 remaining in the first period of play. And they will get the ball once the clock gets set up. Minor penalty is on the clock for Mr. Garland. The referee's whistle play in. 5-on-3 for the Berards. This could be a game-changing play right here. Holding onto it. Back to Mallory. Mallory over on the far side to Taylor. Out in front, going in. McIntosh takes the shot. Mallory comes inside. He picks it up off of the wall, holding onto it. What's he going to do with it? Not sure right there. Back to Taylor. Taylor goes inside, takes a shot off of the back wall. They're holding on to this one. Looks pushed off of the ball. They give the ball back this time. And this is going to be a ball possession for the Victoria Shamrocks, and Burton will have the ball. Burton takes his time. Dutch was calling for it. Too many players on the change right there, so the Berards get the ball back. Porter Over in front of the penalty box. Porter dishes it out to the middle part of the floor over to McIntosh, and McIntosh goes down the left side. Nice play to hold on to the ball. Waits. Mallory is in there. Didn't get the ball. Back to Taylor. Back to Mallory. Back to Taylor. Give and go right there. Mallory goes in. Decides to give it to Taylor again. Back all the way over to the far side. Couldn't get the shot away right there. Mallory goes inside. What's he going to do? McIntosh takes a shot. Misplayed this one. Forgot to pick the ball up. The ball went one way. He went the other way. And now it's a long pass all the way straight down the floor. It's going to go off of the back wall this time. And this is picked back up by the Berards. Still got a two-man advantage. One for 35 seconds. The other one for just about a minute. A lot of time remaining. Mallory has the ball. Looks holding on to this one. Mallory back to Taylor. Back to Lowen. Lowen takes a shot. Stopped by Shoot. He wasn't sure where the ball was after Lowen got the shot away right there. Quick release. A one-timer to get that shot away. Back up the center floor. Harnett goes straight down the right side. Greg Harnett comes inside. He holds on the ball. Gets off of the wall, holding onto it. Lost possession, and the Berards pick the ball back up. All the way out. Line change. Careful to get called so they weren't called for too many players on the floor right there. Taylor had the ball. Taylor takes his time. Walks all the way down the right side. Mallory calls for it. Finally gets it. Davis is on the left side. Garland stands up. He's ready to come back on in 10 seconds. Mallory. Taylor takes a howitzer. Mallory chases it back down. Going over. Yeager stays with him. Couldn't get the ball off him. Now Garland's back on the floor for full strength. Mallory. Give the ball back. Far side. McIntosh scores! With 22 seconds remaining in the first period of play. They take a 4-2 lead. Had a man advantage twice. Couldn't get a power play goal on that play right there. So we'll be back out. 4-2. Shots are 26-14. Holding on to it. We'll go back to center floor. They pick this one back up. Porter lost it to Burton this time. Burton comes inside. Nice play to pick the ball up. Burton throws it out to Kenny at center floor. Timeout called right now. 14 seconds remaining in the first period of play, so they will utilize their 1-minute timeout. 14 seconds remaining in the first period. The Maple Ridge Berards go up and take a 4-2 lead. Shots 26-14. Welcome everyone to our broadcast. Hope you're enjoying your broadcast. Coming to you from Cam Neely Arena in Planet Ice, Maple Ridge, British Columbia. Special welcome and birthday wishes to each and every one of you. And if you're celebrating your birthday on behalf of the WLA, Maple Ridge Berards, special birthday wishes. You're celebrating your birthday today with Terry Bradshaw, born in 1948, and Keanu Reeves, born in 1964. The referees will place the ball back in the stick for Dutch at center floor. Wait till Sigliano goes back in the net. No urgency in his movement at all. The goaltender, Adam Shute, is out of the net for the Shamrocks. Dutch talking to Baldridge, the referee. Craig Baldridge. Now the referee whistles the play in. Dutch takes his time to settle it down. He walks his way in. Back over to Small. Back to Dutch. Back to Small. Back to Dutch. Dutch holds onto it. Back to Small. Small on the right side. 4 seconds on the shot clock. Taking a shot off of the back wall. Dutch chases it down. But the buzzer goes to end the first period. Now we got a couple players come together. And as they come together, it's interesting to watch right there, because the interesting part from my point of view is Zach Porter come in and actually steered one of his players right out of the way so that they avoided any possible penalties at the end of the first period. So they're going off. The players will go off without any further problems or situations that might or might not transpire. Referees going back over. Both referees, Craig Baldridge, Nick Thomas, 2 officials doing the game tonight. So after one